I'm not a hater. I don't hate this person, right? My brain is boggled by Oli London, right? Now, if you don't know about Oli London, O-L-I, London spelt London, get to know about Oli London, because he's a treat, an absolute treat. Now, the thing about Oli London is that he's basically a massive fan of Jimin from BTS. Like, he is stalker level fan of Jimin from BTS, right? So much so that he's had his face completely unrecognisable from what he was born with. He has completely changed his face. He has spent many tens of £1,000s on changing his face, right? Because he is in love with Jimin from BTS, although he calls him Jimin. Oh, Jimin, right? And he is obsessed with Jimin, right? He doesn't. I've not ever seen him call himself Army. Like, I don't know whether he's OT7 or like, but he is Jimin, right? Jimin, I'm doing it now. It's Jimin. He did a video the other day. I was in Korea and they're going, "Oh my God, it's Jimin, it's Jimin." It's like, no, they wouldn't be doing that. He's come out and said that he's non-binary. He has no gender. But he's also, so he identifies as having no gender. He also identifies as Korean. And he also identifies as Jimin. That's the one I have a problem with. Well, you can't identify as Korean. You're not from Korea, mate. He touts himself as a K-pop star and TV personality. I've never seen him on TV. He's not Korean, right? But he also says, he's saying that he wants to be addressed as Jimin. Now, herein lies my problem with that. He's saying, I'm non-binary. I have no gender, right? I'm non-binary. I want to be referred to as they, which to me, I never understood that, because that's a plural pronoun, surely. But that's by the by, right? We're not getting into the whole binary thing. But they are saying, I prefer to say it. I think, because that's a singular pronoun, it. And Oli London is a perfect example of what you would call an it, because it has no, but like they, that insinuates there's more than one anyways. Oli London is saying, don't give me a gender. Right, fine, you're allowed that. You're allowed to identify as neither female nor male. That's fine. You're not allowed to identify as Korean, because you're not. Because being Korean means you were born in Korea, or you have Korean descendancy in your lineage, surely. Right? But the main thing is it identifies as Jimin from BTS. Now, from facts of the matter are that Jimin from BTS is a man. So how can you say, I'm neither male nor female, but I identify as one particular person on the planet, and that person's a man? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense whatsoever, nor does, and like, I implore you, like, check out Oli London's YouTube channel, because it says that it is a K-pop star, and the music is fucking legendary, like, and like, I give it like massive props for entertainment value, because it's hilarious, right? But right, take this particular one. I watched one earlier on. I watched a video earlier on because I am subscribed to Oli London. Been subscribed to Oli London for years since I found out what it were doing, right? But because he's come out now, it's come out now and said I'm of no gender and call me Jimin, which you can't do because your name's not Jimin. That's going to be the next thing, isn't it? It's going to change his name to Jimin. And now, right, this is my theory on why it's come out as non-binary, because it doesn't know whether Jimin is after boys or after girls, because the only thing that person has any interest in is Jimin from BTS. And I've said it on my Facebook loads, but I shall say it on YouTube as well. Get Jimin extra security, because this level of crazy, this is single white female level of crazy, and we all know how that, well, we don't, if you've watched that film, you know how crazy that level of crazy can go. At some point in time, if it's not stopped, Jimin's never gonna go, oh, Ollie, come, let me bum you, or like, let me pay for you to get a fanny put in so that I can roger that instead. It's never gonna happen, Ollie. I'm sorry, darling. You know, like, but this... It's really hard to not be rude. So I apologise for being rude. But basically, Oli London has made itself a laughingstock in the world. And like I was just going to say, 5,500 likes this video that I've just watched has got. It's got 105,000 dislikes. And yet this person is saying, everybody loves me. I walk down the street and they go, oh, it's Jimin. Oh, it's Jimin. Oh, look, it's Jimin. No, they're not. Everybody knows what Jimin looks like, and it's not you, love. Do you know what I mean? They might go like, oh my God, look, he's trying to look like Jimin. Do you know what I mean? But they're not going, oh my God, it's Jimin. Oh, it's Jimin. Deluded. Insane. And it's a sad indictment of the world that we're living in. Now, I'm not against people being non-binary, transgender, bloody anything, right? You be you. But Jimin is not you. Korean is not you. You're bloody English. You were born English. You'll die English. You might live in Korea. You might be adopted by the people of Korea. You might be given a golden key to the town of Seoul. Like, literally, that's great. Do you know what I mean? They will take you in with open arms. You're insulting them by what you're doing, by saying, yeah, I'm Korean. Yeah, I'm Jimin. Look at me. Oh. I'm Jimin. Look, it's Jimin. I'm sorry. I am so sorry for being so rude, but I just needed to have my word out there, because, like, he's got a nut job Bob, and the world's talking about him finally, and, you know, crack on, Ollie. Crack on, darling. Like, literally, do you. But what bothers me about the old his non-binary thing, it's not that he wants to be non-binary, it's that he's telling the rest of the world that they must address him in a certain way that is not him, right? I'm doing it again. I have transgender friends, and I am mindful of that when they have genuine things. This is something he's just come out with now. For the past God knows how long. He's been making a career. He's been making his money to do his facial surgery, to make out that he's something that he's not. Now, this isn't, you know, like, and he's out there in the public, boom, 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 all of this stuff. He's fucking with kids' heads, right? You can't say, I am Jimin from BTS, because you are not and never will be Jimin from BTS, you are not and never will be Korean. You cannot identify as that just because you've had your face done. It's you, and then that's probably like, you know, I'm probably going to set people triggering all over the show, because like then they're like, oh right, so if I chop my penis off, I can't be a woman. Of course you can, if you feel that's where you're going. This is not what Oli London's doing. This is something new he's come out with because he's hopping on a thing, in my personal opinion. The man is not job Bob. I watched a video of him earlier on going like, I love Korea, in a bath of noodles, dribbling himself with soy sauce. That's with a fucking cardboard cutout of Jimin in the bath. He married, he went to Las Vegas with a cardboard cutout of Jimin, and he's full on Frenchieing this cardboard cutout of Jimin after pretending that he's fucking married it. He is not sane. He is not a fucking voice for non-binary people. He's not a voice for transgender people. He is nobody's voice. The voices are all in his own fucking head, and he is dangerous to a world where we want to see true acceptance for true people who are going through shit. He ain't going through crap, mate. It's all for money. It's all for fucking personal recognition. It's all for his own fucking ego. And he gets on my tits. So there. Sorry.